When we look at how important parts support is, the ability to have parts, the ability to spare, the ability to always make sure that whenever the customer has an issue related to parts, we can solve the problem, we have to make the investment. We have to say, what are the resources that we need to put in place? And for us, quality assurance means making that investment in facilities where we can test parts, where we can perform proof of concept for troubled tickets that come up, where maybe we need to recreate a client's issue at our facilities on those same systems. You have to make that investment. The most important thing in working with our customers is understanding the service level agreements that we have with them. There are very tight windows where support can be provided. The calls are scheduled or they're emergency calls. Either way, it's a disaster if we show up on site with a part that is not functional because it hasn't been QA'd, or we show up with a part that, for one reason or another isn't the right part. So with that in mind, that is our business, making sure that we put the parts where they need to be, more importantly, when they need to be there, so that we can hit all of our SLAs. The next step then is for us to spare up, make the investment so that we know whatever components fail, whatever problems that they run into from a hardware standpoint, that we can address. Once we make the investment in those parts, then obviously we need to test all those parts that we've bought. That's critical, as we were discussing before. The ability to test all of the parts, to QA them, quality assurance, make sure everything is going to be functional. We have very tight windows when calls are scheduled. So if there's a server device that has a component failure, usually you get about an hour to go on site. It's production time. If they're gonna have to shut that server down, take it offline to make sure that the replacement can be done. So we have to be able to execute. Every component part that Maintech puts on site that we've tested and we've gone through the quality assurance process receives a Maintech tag. So this is a barcodable, scannable tag that we know that's a Maintech part. So whether it's a part that's going out or a part that's coming back to us, we know it's a Maintech part. So no matter where that part is residing, we know completely its full life cycle and when it was tested, when it was released, and when it was brought to the client site. All of that information from the time that we received the part and it's tagged is entered into our eMaintech system, so we have the ability to track and audit at any time. Making the investment as we have, making sure that we have the facilities, that we have the ability to put parts where they need to be, in the countries that they need to be, in the cities that they need to be. That's why we've been successful, because at our core, that is one of the things that we do best. We know that at the end of the day, you've got to have the parts and you've got to have the people where the client is.